quiet in here when there's nobody around.
It is. It's nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it's not. And right now I'm just getting on tacking it over about half an inch so it kind of holds it in place. We're going to get keep things out of whack on you. And then I'll come back once everything is packed and fully welded. I can make sure I got nice penetration so when it doesn't fall apart for one end, it'll finish out real nice and I don't have to worry about it cracking and all that stuff. It's gonna be the only part you go.
got my piece ready to get my tank roll. Put my tank roll in it, and the way I wanted my beads to lay out, the pole max die is actually going to hit a lot of this, so I'm only going to be able to do a little section, and then I'll have to hand dolly the rest of it. But for the way I want it to look, that's what I got to do. So.
All right.
Wouldn't be the first time or the last.
So that's what you're saying there. You can't go out. You can't go around because you'll get into your bead roll.
Yeah. So the die will actually run over the top of the beads I already have on here.
Mess them up.
And I don't want to mess those up.
Yeah.
So that's why I was only able to do this one little section.
Yeah.
But we got a nice T-dolly, and I'll be able to replicate this just by hand.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got, when it fits good, when it just stands up like that.
When it stays by itself, yep.
So you're just shrinking a little bit on each one of your lines there, huh?
Yeah, so normally when I start, I'll just do a little bit on every mark, and that'll kind of give me, put it somewhat back into a consistent shape.
That's pretty close for shot number one.
Yeah, it's not too too bad.
That's why you.
Throw everything back up.
So you'll just go down through here and tack it on a little bit more, huh?
Yeah, so now I can go through there. There's still a couple of pieces that aren't, or spots, not pieces, spots that are a little bit bigger gap than I want, but it's not gonna affect it a lot with it being a wheel tub. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it fly, and I'll come in and I'll do tacks about every ½ inch, 3/4 inch,
Weld it out.
all the way. And since it's nice that this is a hatchback, there's room to stand back here, so I might just weld it in the car.
Yeah.
But normally I would take it out and weld it on the table.
It is a good position, isn't it? You can kind of just stand right in front of it.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad. Most cars would be super uncomfortable.
And the next time we see video of this thing, I guess the tub should be done, huh? Probably, I mean.
Yeah, I would say.
Then we'll move on to the 4.
Yeah, I would say the next thing is they would be finished. And then I would jump to the floor, I believe, start planning that out. I got to brainstorm of the beadwork I want to put in the panels.
And that's just kind of your creation, yeah? Kind of.
Yeah, they kind of.
Your vision.
Yeah, they kind of just let us kind of go with what we feel, and I normally would draw it up and still double check just to be sure.
Yeah.
But they kind of let us do our own thing. For the most part, they kind of give us a general idea of how they want the car, and they just set us loose.